Perspective, a poem by Hanifa Menon. You've set yourself high in lofty abode, and looking from window shows beautiful road. You looked at that glass when buying this house, and now all alone the halls you do roam. But looking out from a dirty window, how will you see the beauty below?
Hello again, everyone. So, in the course description, you may have noticed by now that the word experiential has been peppered in, and you have probably come across that word a few times. And of course, this is going to be an experiential course. I wanted to take a moment right now to begin right now. So, we start off on this foot of you understanding an experiential learning. So remember, with eyesight, we are looking into ourselves and doing a little bit of self-reflection, some contemplation, and truly understanding the higher self within ourselves. So I'd like you to take just a few minutes, maybe grab a sheet of paper and a pen. And I'd like you to write down the first thoughts that are coming to your mind as you're watching me. So, of course, we all have thoughts when we see anything, right? So you might be seeing me today and thinking, that doesn't look like a Swami. There's no orange on me too, right? There's not even the color that would be related to a really learned guru, right? There might be some judgments about, oh my goodness, she's got makeup on. Her nails are done. She's dressed up. That doesn't look like, a spiritual seeker. You might also think, oh, she's not old enough to know enough information. Or you might think it's a female and I'd rather learn from male. And if I was learning from a man, I'd like to see this long gray beard or long hair or maybe a turban, something that makes me feel like this is authentic. And I want you to know I am authentic. So my learning, my life experience, my awareness is at a space that I believe that you will learn lots from. But now that you've written down a few things that you might be thinking when you look at me, I want you to look at this and look at your list if you have written it down. If not, I'd love for you to take 5 minutes after you watch this section to think about what were your thoughts? What were the awarenesses that you had when you looked at me? So sometimes we look at someone and we say, oh, that person's a lot like me. And that makes us feel really good about whether watching a video or learning a course or just an experience. Sometimes it's even just a friendship that this person is kind of like me. And then sometimes our thoughts will say, that person is so not like me. That's not how I am. And then there's two different ways of that too, right? So there could be that they're so not like that, and that inspires me to be more like me. Or they're so not like me and I do not want to be near that person. So all of these opinions and thoughts and likes and dislikes, they come up from our minds, right? And they happen in a moment. It's not that we had to have this conversation for you to know this within yourself. At the same time, unless you bring attention to it, you won't understand your own opinions and judgments. And if you're not understanding your own opinions and judgments that can happen as quickly as just watching me for a few minutes, you won't recognize what you judge yourself on or what you judge anyone else, right? So it could be just your significant other, it could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be someone on the street, anything. There's automatic judgments and opinions that come to our minds very easily. So today I want to make sure that you are thinking about this, because if you're on this spiritual journey, there is no right way to look. There is no right way to speak. There is no right image. There's no right sex. There's no right knowledge base even. But there is an authenticity that you will probably be able to feel from me. If you are sensitive to energies, you will be able to feel it. And you'll also notice that I like to laugh a lot. I really enjoy sharing this information, but I also enjoy life. And this is part of the experience of getting to a place of existence, consciousness, and bliss, which I am hoping to lead you to. Now, remember, this is your awareness of how your thought patterns are, your judgments, your opinions, your likes, dislikes. This was just about me. In the future, you can always do this exercise to bring into your experiential awareness of, wow, when I'm in this environment, this is how I feel or think. Or when I'm in this weather, this is how I think or feel. Or this is how I feel at home. This is how I feel at work. All of these thoughts and awarenesses, this is us knowing ourselves. And you know, the goal is to know thyself, right? This has been two words that have been promoted through ancient Greek times, and I suspect much earlier than that too. And today, I'd love for you to have just that awareness that you've just had an experiential learning of understanding how you are thinking. So I'm looking forward to starting the rest of the course, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. I also want you to know that I am not my hair, I am not my nails, I am not my makeup, I am not my clothes. And of course, you'd say, I know that. Yet, how many times do people identify with these things, right? So, I can say that I was actually very happy, and one might even say proud, when I was going through university, college days, of being the best dressed, or what I thought it was the best dressed. And I actually got an award for exactly that. At that time, I wanted to be the smartest. So even though I was getting that award, I wanted to be the smartest in acupuncture and Chinese medicine, or the best in that way. It doesn't matter. All of it was ego, right? So when I think about this today with this course, recognizing, and I hope you recognize, this is not the way I wake up in the morning, and it's not necessarily the way you wake up in the morning. It might be the way that I am today and might not be the way that I am tomorrow. And so this recognition of who I am does not depend on my hair being just like this. You'll notice my hair and makeup and clothing will change. My jewelry will change through this course. And none of it defines me, right? So this is what I'd love for you to also understand about you. Now, why would you think that I would bring your attention to that? Because a lot of times people do comparisons, right? So I'm like that because my hair is dark also, or I also get highlights, or I like to dress up, or I like jewelry, or I like her jewelry, or I don't like that jewelry, or whatever it is. There's all these thinking, but it's usually because of some comparison. And really important to know that no matter what you love that's out there, wherever it is, or really do not like that's out there, it doesn't define you, but it might define what you strive towards or what you try to avoid for whatever reasons that are right for you. That's based on your I am, right? You as your eyesight, the deeper you that is suddenly saying, this is what's right for me. And this is where I would love to focus your attention. That everything changes. And we're going to be talking more about this, of course. But I do want you to know that nothing is exactly as you see it anywhere, even in your own life. And again, the next section, I'm going to be talking about you and your body. And we will talk about how it is that you identify or maybe identifying with your body. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next section.